For as long as any story has existed, the one of romantic love exclusively between a man and a woman culminating in a nuclear family has dominated our visual landscape. We call this narrative heteronormativity, the assumption that heterosexuality is the default, normal ideal. But what actually happens when representation changes? More and more in modern media, we see LGBTQ+ visibility. While representation and visibility are good, we're slowly creating a new norm. One that privileges assimilation more than liberation and marginalizes queer identities that don't fit in a commercial mold. Mitch and Cam from Modern Family are a contemporary representation of such. Modern Family's positive portrayal of a gay couple is welcome, but let's delve a little deeper.
It's like he's never seen someone cry before.
Just think of something sad, like when a pet died, or when LeMichael was a seat filler at the Golden Globes and got to sit next.
It's my fault for loving him too much.
No, you can do so much better.
The storyline of these two revolves around their marriage, parenthood, monogamy, and living in a suburban domesticity, often cracking jokes about which is the man or the woman in the relationship. Lisa Duggan argues that homonormativity is a politics that does not contest dominant heteronormativity assumptions and institutions, but upholds and sustains them while promising the possibility of a demobilized gay culture anchored in domesticity and consumption. If the idea is to mimic heterosexual relationships to be more marketable and accepted, that would make the goal inclusion into the status quo, a place at the top of the capitalist patriarchal table. Why should the queer community conform to these norms when they can challenge the table instead? On the other hand, queer visual culture has offered radical alternatives. In contrast to the homonormative templates we've seen, Zanil Muholi doesn't fit into traditional norms, and with their art, through compelling photography, Muholi challenges the categories of race, gender, and sexuality, and captures the realities of these communities. Muholi's photography often represents LGBTQ+ individuals. Published in 2010, Muholi released a series titled Faces and Phases. It is an archival project that resists erasure. Furthermore, their Somnyama Ngonyama self-portraits are analyzed through the lens of reclamation, where they subvert the ethnographic gaze to empower the Black queer body. The unwavering gaze of each subject isn't a request for inclusion into the heteronormative or homonormative world. It is a declaration of existence on their own terms. Muholi calls this visual activism, where the image is a tool for political change and community building. Consider the world of Pose. A 2018 American drama television series about the LGBTQ subculture of New York City's ball culture, specifically in the 1980s, which is centered around Black, Latinx, and trans communities. Success lies not in corporate approval or marriage licenses, but in community and the genius of one's own creation in the face of oppression through the practice of voguing and realness. Being able to pass as a straight man, a high fashion model, or a military officer. It is not about assimilation. It is a profound and subversive act of claiming an identity that the world said you cannot have. This aligns with Jose Esteban Munoz's concept of disidentification, a strategy that marginalized people use to work against the cultural norm and transform their meanings so that they can have a space for themselves. Liberation. No longer should the queer community only ask if they are represented, but also how they're represented. Does the media challenge the world beyond the norm we've grown used to, such as Muholi's work or Pose? Or is it simply just a swap between a gay and a straight couple, like in Modern Family? For true liberation, it isn't about fitting with the status quo, but the freedom to redefine the very terms of belonging.